but he also had the 6 turnovers. He eliminated that tonight. What did you think of his performance, and who's been working with him on his post moves?
Right. We inverted, and he made some really nice plays. I told Dave in the post game, last year a lot was asked of him, and early it was a lot. I remember we put a lot on his plate, and he battled and struggled through some hard games with some turnovers. And again, I think that prepared him for more situations like this. And he showed up and he was tough. I told him a couple times he let Hub get by him at crucial times, so I hold him in high account. But you look at Hub's stat line, and he did a pretty good job for the most part, guarding the ball. But he scored, banged a couple threes, some nice drives. And I'm glad actually at the end of the half, and we thought he had a layup, he passed it up, and they threw one in, and I thought, oh, it's not what you want, but thankfully that didn't count. And I realized their guy got hurt, one of their key guys, Trey Wirtz. So, but you still got to play it. But yes, Kihei, good stat line. He was aggressive. And at times, we threw it to him in the post, and he can make some plays, whether it's for himself or create for others. So I like that. And it was me who worked on his post game. No, I'm just kidding. Kristen, I can't hear. Oh.
Doug, you there?
Gotcha.
Yeah, what did you feel were some of the key plays down the stretch? It looked like, a couple times, numerous times they came back on you, and it seemed like you made some big plays. What stands out for you?
Yeah. Again, in the post game, I talked about Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. Our young guys, they don't know what a Weeble wobble is, but all of us do, because I think we got wobbled a few times, and you got to right the ship and get back up. But I think, there's just some good offensive plays, Doug. McCoy gave us some plays. We kept some offensive rebounds alive. Actually, Reese got his hands on a couple balls that were huge to save some easy buckets. And then, just key baskets from Kihei and Sam, and just other ones, McCoy. So I thought we made enough good offensive plays, took advantage, and then enough key stops. It was hard at times. Leshevsky was really good. His dad went to Spash, where Sam Hauser's from, and his dad was there. My sister was there, actually, was a very good player. Leshevsky's really improved, and he was a load. And, Durham and Leshevsky hurt us. And we've had some trouble. We got to kind of shore up guarding some of these guys that are the good 4s and 5s and do the job. But enough good plays, Doug, defensively and offensively. Still some breakdowns, but hopefully we'll keep getting better.
Murphy hit a big 3 in there.
Who did?
Murphy. It was
traded. Absolutely. Yeah, I think so. Murray. Yes, yeah, him too. You're right, and I think we needed that. So yeah, for sure, it was kind of everyone chipping in, and that's how it'll have to be with this team. And then we got to chip in and help each other defensively and offensively.
Yeah, Tony, you mentioned the shots by Hauser in the last, 7 minutes. Doug just mentioned the 3 by Murphy. How good or concerned do you feel about your perimeter scoring pop at this point?
Yeah, it's to be determined, right? We'll see. I mean, Kihei was good. He gave us some scoring last game, this game. But again, our scoring and shooting is coming from some more of the interior and Kihei, and that's why we did some things offensively to try to feature them and put them kind of, in situations. And then hopefully more guys will step up. But again, we were better effort-wise. We were sounder with the ball, and we'll take it and improve a little at a time.
All right. Next 3, we'll hear from Preston Willett, Gene Wong, and Caroline Darney.
Yeah, Tony, obviously a big first half for Jay Huff, and then he dealt with a lot of foul trouble in the second half. That seems to kind of be how it goes this year for him. What can y'all do to, or what can you say to him to try and avoid some of that in the future?
Yeah, I think you got to be defensive. You got to be ready early. You got to be alert. You can't pick up any silly fouls. All right, the refs, you might disagree with 1 or 2, but you can't pick up like an unforced error, so to speak. And just you got to be really in position. And that's where Sam and Jay got to keep coming defensively. They got to shore up our defense better and be more alert. They did some wonderful things offensively, but that's that was showing tonight. And yeah, Jay got in foul trouble against Gonzaga, and he did tonight, and other guys stepped up. But that's that again, I think it comes down to just having an awareness and alertness, because it's happened repeatedly. So that's gotta change. He's got to become, again, Sam and him can take a step defensively, and they got to keep working, and it's got to matter. And again, they have gifts offensively, no question.
Tony, how would you characterize the team's overall response defensively after the Gonzaga game?
Better. We got a ways to go, but a few shot clock violations. There was more effort. We were in the game against Gonzaga. They knocked us out because we were not they were so good. We were careless. And, when at least you're in the game, there's a little more life. But I thought we kept the ball in front better, still gave up some of the stuff at the rim and had some gaping breakdowns or holes in our defense. But it was up a notch effort-wise and helping each other. So, because Notre Dame is dangerous. And I acknowledge that Trey Wirtz, who's a key player, when he didn't get to play in the second half, that changed them, although they scored fine with their interior, and that that changed how they played. So better, but miles to go before we sleep. I think is that a poem or not? So we got a ways to go.
Tony, there was noticeable energy from the bench in this game. You could hear them several times throughout the game, cheering, chanting, sort of thing. Where did that stem from, and how much do you think that helped the team tonight get, especially on the road?
It's really important. I'm not going to even tell you what I was going to say. We practiced a couple cheers. All right, put it that way. So that was a chance. We went old school. So, all right, I asked the guys, what are some of your best chants when you were on AAU or high school? Come on, give me. So we were messing around, but obviously the defense chant, everyone knows that. But I'm telling you, you need that stuff. And I watched closely the end of the game against Gonzaga, the last 4 or 5 minutes. And I was watching on tape our bench. And I was watching the effort, and that mattered to me a lot. And I thought guys on the floor battled hard, and I watched the guys off the court, and they battled hard. And as the saying goes, and our pillar of unity says, do you have players that you can lose with first before you win and go through adversity? So no matter what the score is, you have to muster that up. But that factor, as you look around college basketball, this is unlike anything in terms of atmosphere and what it's like. So you have to try to get some of that. And I'm going to give a nod to, Chase Coleman. And I kind of charged him with it. And Jaden and Austin, our walk-ons, they're great. You could hear them, but then the other guys were involved too. So I never would say how much it matters to be that, well, communication's huge, but your bench decorum, your bench chants, your clapping, your cheers, it's really good. So if you got any suggestions for any good ones, let me know. Maybe put them in.
All right, up next, we'll have Jermaine Farrell and then Jeff White and Doug Dowdy.
Coach, first of all, congratulations on the victory tonight. And probably as far as a recommendation for your cheer chants, if you talk to the softball teams, they have brilliant ones. I've heard some great ones from them, so maybe you can get something from them.
Yeah, that's for sure. You're right. Baseball, softball, there's probably some good ones. So I will keep that in mind. Good
deal. Well, Coach, obviously you got a big one coming up this Saturday against Virginia Tech, the Commonwealth Class. Just your thoughts looking ahead to that game. You're going to have a matchup of 2 top 25 teams.
Yeah, they're good. I haven't watched them a ton. I'll get to that. Obviously, our staff has. But anybody who can beat Villanova, and you watch, they're hard to guard. They work hard. They're well coached, and certainly respect the job they're doing. And you're going to have to, again, bring energy, and there'll be energy. It won't be a typical, obviously, like it's been, but we're in ACC play now, and everything steps up. And we said that, you kind of starting from Gonzaga, now on the road, Notre Dame, boom, a top 25 team. So you just want to be as ready as you can, and it's good to get this one under our belt. And again, now Virginia Tech, there's both teams will come ready to go.
Thanks, sir.
Hey, Tony, Sam Hauser waited a whole year to play this season. He has not shot the ball yet the way he is accustomed to. Obviously, he hit the big one late tonight, but seemed like he found different ways to contribute. He rebounded, had assists. what have you told him as he's kind of going through what for him is an uncharacteristic shooting slump?
Be aggressive. I mean, I tried. Let me tell you, when you need to turn it down, but you don't have to figure stuff out. Use your mind, use your feel, be aggressive, be assertive. And I think that's one of Sam's strengths is his know-how and his completeness. And he's right on my left here, and he's got to keep getting better defensively. So I heard him come in, but learning the system that way. But we talked about that, and I thought he was trying to give these guys offensively some things that would free him up to hopefully have some opportunities inside, outside, and use his versatility.